Now, with South Korea's National Assembly passing the budget over the weekend, we now know that the country will set aside more than $40 billion for defense in 2019. Despite the recent thaw in tensions with North Korea, it does, in fact, represent the biggest annual hike in defense spending in many years. Our Defense Ministry correspondent Park Ji-won with more.
The South Korean government is hiking its national defense budget by 8.2% to about $42 billion next year. It's the biggest yearly expansion in the defense budget since 2008 and almost double the average annual increase of 4.4% seen from 2010 to 2017. The Ministry of National Defense says it received the same amount the government requested earlier this year, but some readjustments within the budget were made by lawmakers during the deliberation process. The ministry added the approval shows the National Assembly's firm support for a strong national defense posture. The biggest chunk of the defense budget, some $28 billion, is for the maintenance of troops and military assets, a hike of 5.7% from the previous year. The ministry aims to use the funds to make the armed forces smarter and more efficient. It will do so by improving training methods as well as upgrading uniforms and combat gear to bring them in line with cutting-edge military technology. Troops will also get more medical support, receive better training, and living conditions in barracks will be enhanced. Around $14 billion will be spent on the development and improvement of defense capabilities, such as the acquisition of state-of-the-art weaponry like aircraft and naval destroyers. This category saw a more than 13% increase compared to the last budget. About $4.5 billion will be spent on establishing the three-pronged military strategy to counter North Korean threats as well as future unknown threats. They are namely the Kill Chain Preemptive Strike System, the Korean Air and Missile Defense System, and the Korea Massive Punishment and Retaliation Strategy. Another $4.7 billion will go towards strengthening the command control system in line with preparations for the transfer of wartime operational control from Washington to Seoul. About $9 million has been allocated for the implementation of the Inter-Korea military agreement, such as the removal of some frontline guard posts in the demilitarized zone. Another $10 million has been set aside for projects linked to the recovery of Korean war remains. Park Ji-won, Arirang News.